Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be reviewing a new product that AMUSE came out with. This is their powder lip and cheek product, and I only got one shade in number 3 Mocha. They have a total of 12 shades and it ranges from beige to corals, pinks, and rosy shades. Mocha, which is labeled as a beige color. As the name says, this can be used as a lip product but also as a blush. It claims to have a soft blurring-like effect and a powder-like formula. It comes in this chain, so you can use it as a keyring, but it also comes with a clipper, so you can clip this on bags or clothing items. It also has a pretty good size to use as a phone grip. You can detach the clipping part and add a phone grip on the back. Very versatile packaging. So let's go ahead and get swatching. So I have a light layer of the gradient slick. Again, this is in the shade number 3 Mocha. It's a warm mute shade. It is a little bit closer to being a neutral shade, slightly warm toned, and it's described as being a mocha beige color. It does apply quite sheer. Kind of does look like the blush color for the promotional pictures. You sort of have this pink brown color. I probably applied a little bit for the gradient slick, but it does apply quite sheer, and you kind of have to layer it up. You can see on the brush here, it does have a slight rosiness to it, but we're gonna have to see with the full look. Very beautiful and flattering for my natural beige skin tone. I do have a neutral skin tone as well, slightly warm tone, so this is something around my palette, very MLBB, at least for the gradients look. Beautiful and soft color. For the formula, it does have more of a powdery-like texture, sort of a thick powder. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to apply this. I applied it with a bristle brush, which does seem to work. It blends it out really well, gives a very beautiful green effect. You can see that it doesn't really transfer as much because there's a lot of product left over on the brush itself, but it does allow it to apply in a light layer, and then you can build it up, or you can kind of blend it out and create a gradient effect. And of course, it's a matte finish. It doesn't look powdery on the lips. It does have a very nice even application. It doesn't fill in the wrinkles of my lips, but it also doesn't accentuate it. However, it doesn't seem to be drying. It does have more of a powder finish to it, and it's semi-velvety. This is so pretty. Very beautiful and soft pink beige. I find that it applies a lot better with a silicone brush. It transfers a lot easier. You're kind of getting your money's worth as well. And with a bristle brush, it kind of gets stuck with. It does look quite similar to the promotional pictures. I'd say it's a little bit more mute in person. Super pretty, super flattering. I think it looks a lot better in person than in the promotional pictures. Looks really good for my natural beige skin tone, and it's not too mute or it's not too bright and vibrant. Very beautiful MLBB shade. As for the formula, the more layers I apply, the more of a velvety powder finish you are going to get. It's not super velvety or creamy. The closest formula I can think of is MAC's Powder Kiss lipstick. A little bit powdery slash creamy, but has this crayon-like texture to it, which kind of makes sense because it's more of a lipstick type formula. Surprisingly, it doesn't feel drying. Pretty good moisturization for a powder type of finish. I think in cold weather, it's going to be a little bit drying, but do prep your lips well beforehand. It looks very moisturizing on the lips. It's not giving a powdery finish. Very nice even application. For the scent, it does have a slight floral perfume-like scent, but it's very, very subtle. I personally like the scent. It's not too overwhelming. And as I'm holding it up, you can see that the shade looks pretty similar to what you have from the packaging. Maybe I could go a few shades darker, but really nice color transfer. The product also doesn't move around much on the lips. So once you've blurred it out and you've kind of, it's settled on the lips, yeah, overall it's going to have more of a matte finish. Let's go ahead and apply this on the cheeks. Very beautiful. I do prefer to use it as a lip color because it looks so beautiful and flattering already. It's also very pigmented as well. Let's go with the transfer test. I've had this on for about 10 minutes now, and this is the transfer. It did transfer a little bit, but you can see there's quite a pigmented stain on the lips. Overall, the moisturization is pretty good for a lipstick-like formula. Here are some comparison swatches. At the bottom is Mocha, and then on top of that is Geek Rose and Peach Down. Both very flattering shades and some of my favorites. They have a similar muteness, but Geek Rose does have more purple in it. I think it looks the most similar to Peach Down. At the bottom here is Wake Mix Noted, and it's a little bit more purple, more mauve-y. It doesn't have much of that peachy coral color that Mocha has. So just a little bit of a side comparison so you can see how the color looks like. So a quick recap for the formula, it does have more of a powdery matte finish to it, sort of like a lipstick. And again, a similar formula is MAC's Powder Kiss lipstick. Really good pigmentation, really easy to blend and blur. It does apply quite sheer, and then you can build up the color. That's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next video.